Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, iRacing fans from around the world, welcome to a special event. Tonight is Monday Night Mania, brought to you by KMA Racing and KMA TV. I am Scott Kolovic, your announcer for the night, and we're going to be out here tonight running 100 laps at New Hampshire. No points on the line, no egos, just out here having a good time. We're going to be running them tonight at New Hampshire in the Xfinity class. Tomorrow night we'll be out there in the trucks, and on Friday in the Cup cars. Good weather conditions out here, looking at 75 and 65 on the air side. 3/4 mile, 1 mile track out here, 1.025 miles. Running lap times of about 31 seconds, 28, very fast out here. And qualifying will be critical out here tonight, I do predict. Looking at the amount of drivers we have in the field tonight, absolutely no reason we can't go caution-free out here tonight at New Hampshire. Qualifying times are coming in as we speak, and drivers are beginning to line up. I'm going to take a look at that qualifying field. Out there on the very front line is Bob Eldred with 29.020. Edward Bray with a 29.218 in second position. Jason Russo sitting in third with a 29.315. Lee Staples in fourth with a 29.405. In fifth place, Chris Hogue with a 29.453. Very tight times for our top five. David Casey, Joel Guy opting not to qualify. Joel Guy starting in the rear of tonight's field. 1 mile track, 6 drivers. Shouldn't be nothing but a thing out here tonight, as these drivers are getting ready to roll out of here. A little bit of net code there going on with the number 6 flashing in and out. Hopefully that will remedy itself as we do roll around New Hampshire. Nice looking paint jobs out here. Bob Eldred out there on the front line. Westlake Auto and Tire. More information at WLAAT.com. in the Mustang tonight. Mustangs and Camaros. Dave Casey sitting back in a Mustang. Number 6 of Chris Hogue, I do believe is in the Camaro. Drivers are getting ready to start rolling out. I give a big shout out there too. Tonight's sponsor, Gary Whitmer. Gary Whitmer with GW Graphics. All the commercials you'll be seeing out here tonight done by Gary Whitmer. Starts and restarts are to be done on leader's discretion. Once that pace car goes in, Bob can get up and on it and roll away. Side by side with Edward Bray. We believe qualifying, tire control,
green flag,
pit road procedure will be very critical on the time. Nice clean start by Bob Eldred, Edward Bray, Jason Russo, and Lee Staples. Nice little run away there for Edward Bray as Jason Russo and Lee Staples are side by side. Bray working hard to get up there to the rear end of the number 38. Jason Russo, slight slide up. Jason Russo is looking a little loose. Tough break there for Jason Russo. We can go back and take a look at that. Jason Russo with a hard hit to the wall. Near miss by Joel Guy and Chris Hogue. No caution is thrown. Jason Russo having a backup vehicle tonight. All drivers having a backup vehicle. No caution flying on first. Slide around during that melee. Ever Bray able to overtake Bob Eldred. Bob Eldred looking to come on to the inside of Evan Bray side by side. 38 and 66. Lee Staples sitting back eyeing all this good racing action up here within the front two positions. Trick about New Hampshire, folks. You cannot get into it full throttle. Listening to those engine sounds backing down as they come around. Small corners there at New Hampshire. Down to 101 miles per hour, getting ready to come out that corner, getting her back up to 160-ish. Let her way down, back down to 100 and down to 99. So 99 to 160, coming around 3 and 4. Will be extremely critical for these drivers out here tonight. Position 1 and 2. Starting to put a little time out there on position 3, Lee Staples. And position 4, David Casey. Joel Guy, Chris Hogue bringing up the rear. Jason Russo back out on that track. Big shot out there too. Jason Russo. Speaking of Jason, he is our Tuesday night sponsor, Pro Automotive. Big shout out there too. Jason Russo and Pro Automotive. Jason Russo trying his best to stay at a faster pace than that of Edward Bray and Bob Eldred. They are coming fast. Position 1, 2, 3, and 4 looking very sharp. Edward Bray leading 6 laps tonight to Bob Eldred's number 1. Bob Eldred taking that pole position. Bray running with Black Talon Racing. His teammate Lee Staples sitting back in 4th position. Nice little paint job on number 66 Camaro. Bob Eldred opting for that Ford. David Casey at RL Carriers, and number 20 Ford Mustang. Lee Staples in the Camaro, Black Talon Racing. Big shout out there to Lee Staples and Edward Bray. Joel got a little bit of right side damage in the City Camaro, number 91. Substantial amount of damage up there on the front line of the 91. Carlos Hogue having just a teeny bit of internet difficulty out here tonight at New Hampshire. We're on lap 11 of 100, folks. New Hampshire, Mania. Number 38 brushing the wall a little bit. Nice, clean racing going on out here with number 66 and number 38 of Bob Eldred. 38 just not seeming to be able to get around the number 66. We're going to see how those tires come up into play here in possibly 30 laps. Edward Bray, is he burning the tires up, trying to keep Bob Eldred off? Is Bob Eldred burning up his tires, trying to catch up with Edward Bray? Dave Casey at 1.2 seconds back, and he's Staples sitting at 3.1 back. Joel Guy and Chris Hogue sitting at 10 and 11 back. Jason Russo 2 laps down. Bob Eldred still working hard to get around Edward Bray. A little bit of right side damage there on 38. As we do right along on that right front suspension. Getting a run, getting a run, getting a run. Losing that run. It's about every time he gets that nose almost to the inside of the number 66. 66 goes coming down, shutting that door. Edward Bray, veteran driver, not going to leave that door open for the number 38. To walk on through. But you know, the 38's also showing a lot of patience out here tonight. Not trying to force the issue. Almost anticipating that door to be shut. Drivers are coming up on 2-lap traffic. Bob Eldred, a little loose, changing his way of driving there a little bit. Almost more so backed up, came back up trying to get that run. It just about cost him spin out right there. Edward Bray remaining calm, cool, and collected. Every time you're seeing the fire busting out of the right side of the car, that is a deceleration point. Take a look at that on the number 66 of Edward Bray. There's that fire, letting off that accelerator. Up on 2-lap traffic, Edward Bray leading 18 laps. Traffic can be a factor. That is Jason Russo. Jason Russo up to the high side, allowing Edward Bray. This might be the chance that Bob Eldred possibly will need and taking advantage of that situation right there. Bob Eldred side by side onto the outside of the number 66 as they come around the number 14. Nice move there by Bob Eldred, as the number 14 of Jason Russo does indeed become a factor in this battle between Bob Eldred and Edward Bray. Jason Russo staying to the high side. I don't think he's meaning to race Edward Bray. Edward Bray taking the pass. David Casey. Pretty happy to see all this kind of action happening up here, because that gave him the opportunity that he needed so that he can begin to make a move up here. So David Casey is closing that gap, trying to get around the number 14. He's on the inside of the number 14 in third position. 14 just a little bit faster on that outside lane here at New Hampshire in Monday Night Mania, brought to you by Gary Whitmer with GW Graphics. Dave Casey having a very hard time getting around the number 14 of Jason Russo. Jason Russo showing that 3 laps down. Jason Russo will allowing pass there on Dave Casey. Dave Casey finally working his way around Jason Russo, getting Edward Bray into his sights. Bob Eldred out there in front. Here Edward Bray in second position. Dave Casey sitting in third. 4 seconds back is Lee Staples. Lee Staples not out of it yet. Joel Guy sitting at 14 back. Chris Hogue sitting at 15 back. Jason Russo 3 laps down. Good racing here between Chris Hogue and the number 91 of Joel Guy. Gotta love that paint job there on the number 6 of Chris Hogue, looking very sharp. Trying to get up to the rear end of Joel Guy in the number 91. Joel Guy pulling lap times of a 29.954 in comparison to David Casey with a 29.745. And our race leader, Bob Eldred, with a 29.847. Edward Bray, very close and very tight on to Bob Eldred. David Casey is still not out of it. David Casey with a run on the number 66, Edward Bray. Positions 1, 2, and 3 put on a hell of a show out here at New Hampshire. Caution free out, lap 29 of 171 laps to go. 2 lead changes, Bob Eldred leading 11. Edward Bray leading 18. David Casey still hoping for a mistake to be made against Bob Eldred or Edward Bray so that he can get up there and lead his lap at New Hampshire. Join us tomorrow night as we return to New Hampshire in the Chevy Silverados and the Toyota Tundras. TNT, Tuesday Night Trucks. On Friday, where we bring the big boy toys, the Toyota Camry, the Ford Fusion, the Chevy SS, the Cup cars. You see what the boys can get her done Friday night at New Hampshire with the Cup cars. Drivers should be coming up on green flag pit stops here in just a few minutes. Joel Guy, Chris Hogue still having a nice battle. 17 seconds back behind our race leader. Both drivers still on that lead lap. Lee Staples has fallen to 1 lap down. Not sure how. Possibly early fuel stop that I may have missed. We are showing Lee Staples 1 lap down. Jason Russo 3 laps down. Positions 1, 2, and 3 remaining the same. Lap 35 of 165 to go. Bob Eldred up to 17 laps. Getting ready to tie laps led with Edward Bray, holding steady at 18. Only 2 drivers to lead laps out here tonight. Very solid, very clean racing out here tonight. David Casey pulling down a very nice line. Not seemingly very worried right now about getting around Edward Bray. Edward Bray leaving that door open a little bit right there, coming around. David Casey not worried about taking it though. Driver's very comfortable. Driver's almost, I do believe, working together. Might be at this point in time very willing to take it out in pit road. Joel Guy still remaining 18.9 back. Russo 19.7 back. With Staples 1 lap down. Jason Russo 3 laps down. Bob Eldred, Edward Bray, and David Casey. The stars of New Hampshire at lap 40 of 100. We are caution free, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out there too to KMA Team Chad, Gary Whitmer Sr. Joining us. Good to see you, Gary. Hope you're doing well. Boys are putting on quite a show out here at New Hampshire tonight. We've been caution free. Riding in car with David Casey. Bob Eldred and Edward Bray. Positions 1 and 2. Edward Bray really not threatening the position of Bob Eldred, knowing we are very close to green flag pit stops. Lee Staples 1 lap down. Jason Russo 3 laps down due to a incident between him and the wall. Fortunately, Jason Russo able to get that backup vehicle, and he is out of here. So a big shout out there to Jason Russo. 3 laps down and still in it to win it. In-car camera with Edward Bray in position 2. Topping out at 154, dropping down to 196. Saw that 96 get there. Drivers having to slow down a little bit more, turn by turn by turn, as rubber does fall off. Look at that track. That track is getting very black. The track is getting very dirty, getting a rubber buildup. Very clean racing out here tonight. Love nothing more than to have a caution-free race. We could actually have a caution-free week. Drivers out there in their off time today, putting a few laps here at New Hampshire. Just about 2-hour halfway point here at New Hampshire. Big shout out there to Gary Whitmer Jr., GW Graphics, our Monday night sponsor. Bob Eldred leading 30 laps out here tonight. Edward Bray leading 18. As we are fastly approaching the halfway point out here tonight at New Hampshire. Dave Casey falling off the rear end of Edward Bray. find our leader at 1.4 seconds. Tires beginning. Take their wear and tear out here tonight. Edward Bray, half a second off of our race leader, Bob Eldred. Imagine once these drivers do go into pit row, they will be taking 4 tires, full tank. Drivers are getting a little bit more fuel out of these Xfinity class cars than what I had reckoned on tonight. No pit stops as of yet, as we are approaching lap 53 of 147 laps to go. 2 lead changes. Gray very close up onto that wall. Drivers coming around 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4. Passing pit row by 1 more time. Dave Acacia making his way into pit row for a green flag pit stop on lap 55. Dave Acacia, first driver to pit at New Hampshire. Taking rights and lefts. Bob Eldred, Edward Bray passing by pit stops again as Dave Acacia makes his way out of pit row. Now if Dave has already pitted, pretty good shout there that Bob and Edward should be making their way into pit row, but again, one more time by for Bob Eldred and Edward Bray. Edward Bray falling off pace of Bob Eldred, falling back to 1.3 from 0.5 at last check-in. Edward Bray possibly contemplating his green flag pit stop coming up. And Edward Bray making his way into pit row on lap 57. Edward Bray, green flag, pit stops. Mighty long drive down pit row when you're up there in that P2 spot. Edward Bray taking lefts. Edward Bray taking rights. Bob Eldred, our race leader, making his way into pit row for his round of green flag pit stops. Going to have to travel all the way around and down to position 1. Ooh, that's going to cost him. A little slow getting into that pit box. Bob Eldred taking left sides. Bob Eldred taking right sides. And Chris Hogue in position 5, making his way down pit row for his round of green flag pit stops. Good job out there for Chris Hogue into the pit box. Very, very nice. Pass it up just a little bit. That's going to cost him a little bit of time as well. Joel Guy almost led a lap right there, not quite. Making his way into pit row. All right, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break and show you some of that fine work done out there by GW Graphics, and when we come back, We'll get you all updated.
Have a caution, caution, caution.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, first caution of the night. Taking a look at Edward Bray. Edward Bray getting into a little bit of trouble out here. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened to the number 66 of Edward Bray. Bringing out our first caution of the night. Now, I know several drivers right there. There it is. Getting just a little bit loose coming around that corner. Fishtailing it out into the grass, trying to save it. Coming back up onto that track, blocking it sideways. Driver's doing a great job of getting around Edward Bray, but nonetheless, first caution of the night. I told you these tracks were getting slick. And getting slick indeed. Now, I guess all drivers right now, not quite. Heading into pit road, Joe Guy staying out, one lap down. First caution of the night. It should put Chris Hogue in line for that lucky dog position. Let's get a talk in with Joel Guy as he waits for his lucky dog or his wave by position. Joel Guy, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, Scott.
Alrighty, first off, talk to us. You're going to take the wave by, you getting the lucky dog?
No, Bob's in front of me, so he's the leader, and he's on lead lap, so I'm going in and get my damage fixed.
Alrighty. What's the atmosphere out there at New Hampshire tonight? We had 62 laps of green flag racing.
Yeah, it's been good green flag racing. The car's a little bit tight going into corners, and then it can snap loose on acceleration, so it's not exactly the best car in the world.
We are seeing that track dirty up out there, getting a lot of black down on it. You slipping and sliding out there a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Alrighty, what are your expectations for the remaining 34 laps to go?
I think we'll go green flag. I think it'll be a good race, and I think it'll be the type racing that we want to have.
Alrighty, sounds good. Good job out here, and we'll catch you out there on that track.
Roger that.
Underneath our first caution of the night, folks, 62 laps of green flag racing. All right, we're going to get you updated on those standings. Dave Casey out there on that front line. Lee Staples. Edward Bray in third. Bob Eldred. Bob Eldred has led lap after lap after lap out here tonight. Leading 43 laps. Chris Hogue still in it. Representing RTK Motorsports. Chris Hogue in showing fourth position. Hey, good job out there for Chris Hogue. Jason Russo taking him to the holler. Joel Guy 2 laps down. Pace car is in.
Green flag.
And there goes Dave Casey. A very nice controlled start. All drivers following those rules. Dave Casey finally getting up here to where he wants to be, Lee Staples. His furthest position up. But the man to beat really is going to be Bob Eldred. Ooh, Joel Guy getting very tight. Joel Guy taking Chris Hogue to the wall. Chris Hogue in trouble. Going to back that up a little bit. Indeed, contact there with Joel Guy onto Chris Hogue. Tough break there for Chris Hogue. Back up to our race leader, David Casey. Lee Staples, Bob Eldred. Edward Bray sitting at 2.4 seconds back. Edward Bray has led a lot of laps out here tonight as well. 18 laps being led for Edward Bray. So he's still in it to win it as well. Do not count the Reaper out. Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, most exciting racing out there on that track. Bob Eldred wanting to get back up to his spot in the front where he has been the majority of tonight's race. Took that pole position, leading most laps. Lee Staples cannot be leaving the door open here on lap 69, or any other lap for that matter. He leaves that door open. Bob Eldred surely be knocking and banging right onto it. Westlake Auto and Tire. Sponsors are going to be very proud of the way Bob has handled himself tonight.
Yellow, yellow.
Caution is out. Not exactly sure where the caution is out, folks. Absolutely no clue as to what brought the yellow out. Not seeing any problems out on the track. Nonetheless, we are underneath our second caution of the night. David Casey out there in front. Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, Edward Bray. Chris Hogue possibly being in the lucky dog spot. Front four drivers heading down pit road. Joel Guy, Chris Hogue lining up behind the pace car. Chris Hogue will be able to get back onto the lead lap. Joel Guy will be one lap down once it's said and done. Big shout out there to GW Graphics and R2K Motorsports on the KMA TV chat. Big shout out there to GW Graphics for sponsoring up our Monday night series. Chris Hogue bringing up the rear of the field, getting his lucky dog position, or his wave-by position, lining up at the tail end of the field representing R2K Motorsports. Good job there to Chris Hogue. Taking it into pit row one more time, possibly to repair any leftover damage. Going to start at the rear of the field either way it goes. May as well do your best to make sure you've got a fresh, clean car for the remaining 27 laps out here at New Hampshire. 2 cautions totaling out 6 laps. Very impressed with tonight's driving. Again, a little perplexed as to what brought out secondary caution. All drivers are here counted for as Joel Guy takes his free pass. David Casia, Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, Edward Bray, Chris Ho, our top 5 drivers. Stay tuned post-race, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be talking to our top 3 drivers. Pretty sure it'll be David Casey, Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, Edward Bray, or Chris Ho. Pace car is in. Away goes David Casey. Staying in line, side by side, Lee Staples, Bob Eldred. Bob Eldred wanting that lead, but look at Lee Staples go on that outside. Falling back a position onto Bob Eldred. Edward Bray with a big run up onto his teammate Lee Staples side by side as they maneuver into third of the third turn to 4 side by side. Edward Bray clearing Lee Staples. Bob Eldred up to the rear end of David Casey. David Casey leading that inside lane open. Bob Eldred, if he gets it, he's going to take it. Bob Eldred grazing that wall, allowing Edward Bray a little bit of a run. Same position applies on that number 38. Leave that door open, and Edward Bray will be knocking, and he will be coming through that inside door. 23 laps to go. We're looking at 12 minutes to get the job done. If they were not burning their tires up before, ladies and gentlemen, going to be burning them up now. Positions 1, 2, 3, 4. David Casey, Bob Eldred, Edward Bray, and Lee Staples bring up 4th position. 21 laps to get it done. Big shout out there to Becky Whitmer on the KMA TV chat. Ooh, David is that Bob Eldred? Bob Eldred, I think, in a little bit of a spot. Good control. He caught it. He saved it. But that just may have cost Bob Eldred that win time. Overshooting the corner, getting a little loose. Edward Bray taking advantage of that, moving his positions up to 2nd. David Casey, Edward Bray, Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, Chris Hogue looking very solid in position 5. Bob Eldred trying to regain those 2 spots he lost. I'll tell you folks, what a job these drivers have done out here tonight. Especially David Casey, Edward Bray, Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, Chris Hogue, Joel Guy, 1 lap down, done a great job out here tonight. A little bit of contact between him and Chris, but Chris has recovered. He has survived. Can still win this race, in fact. Bob Eldred playing it very tight with Lee Staples. David Casey leading 22 laps. Edward Bray leading 18. Bob leading 43. Bob wanting to lead another lap. In-car camera with Bob Eldred. Few laps to get her done, Bob. Let's get her done. Bob in fourth position, having his hands full with Lee Staples. In car with Lee Staples. Lee Staples has got his hands full, trying to get around Edward Bray. And in car with Edward Bray, trying to get around David Casey and take back that lead. He's got to run down onto that inside. Has to fall back up into that outside lane. Not enough to get her done. 15 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Barring a third caution, we're looking at 7 minutes for Edward Bray to work his way around David Casey. At this point in time, tire wear is about your only shot that you have. You have to make a choice. You either burn up those tires running away, going as fast as you can, burn up those tires, sitting there trying to work your way and pass, or you can just be patient and hope that your opponent burns up the tires in the remaining 14 laps. Dave Casey pulling away from Edward Bray a little bit. Half a second, 0.4, 82, 483, 498. Lee Staples catching up to the rear end of Edward Bray. Bob Eldred has fallen to just under a second. Again, tire wear is going to be extremely critical. David Casey up to leading 27 laps. Positions 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight line formation. I would still not count Bob Eldred out. I think Bob Eldred has something up his sleeve. Hanging on very tightly to the rear end of 64. I'm thinking Bob Eldred has saved enough on the tires. We're going to find out here in about 6 more laps. The remaining 4 laps is where these drivers, if they've got anything left, that's where they're going to make it happen. Very tight positions, 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Eldred underneath the number 64. He's underneath him. He is underneath him. Cannot hold her down. Trying in contact as the number 38 bumps and spins the number 64. We're going to back that up, take another look at that. It does not appear that the caution will fly. But we see the number 38 making contact with the number 64. Simply a racing deal. Both drivers off that track. But what a tough break out there for Lee Staples. Back up to green flag racing with the number 92 with lap 92 of 100. Dave Acacia, Edward Bray still duking it out. I tell you what, that was a heartbreaker right there for Lee Staples and Bob Eldred. You know, they were racing. It was go time. Nothing intentional. You hate to see it happen. Certainly hope that Bob did maybe take Lee out for a steak dinner after the race. But, you know, rubbing his racing, and right there's a classic example of, you know, with 7 to go, you got to start making your move. That doesn't help Lee Staples any at the moment. That'll move Chris Hogue up into positions 3. This will be between Dave Acacia and Edward Bray. Chris Hogue sitting at 8 seconds back, but looking at a very good 3rd place. Bob Eldred still rolling around in position 5. Lee Staples up to position 4. Chris Hogue 3rd, Edward Bray, Dave Acacia, and Sir Lee Dave. It's going to be all about Dave and Ed for the next 2.5 minutes. If Edward Bray has anything left, he needs to pull it out now. And again, this could be an identical situation what happened with Bob and Lee. You know, Edward Bray, right now he's trying to come under. If you're going to make a move, you have got to make a move. But as you try to make that move, you run the risk of what happened there with Lee and Bob. Bob felt it was time to try to make that move. Tires did not agree. It happens. Rubbin's racing. Let's see how Edward Bray tries to work his way around Dave Acacia. Lap 98 of 100, 2 to go. 5 lead changes. 2 cautions, totaling out 7 laps. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Join us tomorrow night as we do get back into the Toyota Tundras and Chevy Silverados. Lap 99 of 100. Edward Bray, if he's going to do it, he's got to do it. I'm not sure he's got the tires to do it. Run on the inside. Lap 100 of 100, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Acacia. What a night out here for Dave Acacia. Dave Acacia winning at New Hampshire. We're going to get these drivers up here and get a little chat in with them. Chris Hogue, representing RTK Motorsports and PAD and KMA TV, doing an awesome job out here tonight. Very proud of Chris Hogue. Great looking car, GW graphics on those logos. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing just wonderful, Scott. How are you, sir?
I am good. I am very proud of you, sir. You had to bring it home 3rd place. You got the veteran logos there. Great looking car, great looking finish. A little bit of luck on your side tonight, even after you got slid up into the wall. Great recovery. Tell us your story out there for tonight.
Well, you know, New Hampshire is not one of my stronger tracks, Scott, and my race plan tonight was to just kind of just ride around and just turn laps and make the best finish I can, stay out of trouble, and just try and be consistent. And tonight I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
All right, does this give you any confidence heading over into tomorrow night with the pickup trucks?
Oh, absolutely does. Was a real confidence booster tonight.
All right, good, Dylan. Talk to us a little bit about that fine-looking car. I see you got RTK Motorsports. You've got Pad. You got a veteran logo sitting on there. Tell me about those 3 items.
Well, Ron Klein, the owner of RTK Motorsports, he did the paint on this. That was something very unique for the car, so he brought it up. He calls it dark matter. And Pad, I support Pad. It's people against distracted driving. I support that 100%. And the veteran, I am a Vietnam veteran, so I support all of our troops out there, past and present.
All righty, big shout out there to you, Chris Hogue, and all the veterans out there. Great job tonight on the 3rd.
Thank you, Scott. It feels good. It's my first podium finish, and it feels great.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night.
You too, sir. Great job tonight.
How about it, Edward Brave? You got a copy?
I got you, Scott.
All right, what a race. Tell us your story out there tonight, because I tell you what, you and Dave put on one hell of a show.
Yeah, I was trying to. It was hard getting around them, that's for sure. I get a run on them, but I started getting a little tight, and I didn't want to push up into them and wreck us both, so I went ahead and I let off and just let them take the run.
All righty, copy that. Now, we had a pretty good race out here. I know you're the admin, you're the race control. Overall, how do you feel about tonight's race?
Tonight's race was great. I know we had a small field, but overall, everybody had a great time racing. Everybody enjoyed practicing a little bit, for the next, point season. So this sort of helps everybody improve a little bit. So I'm pretty sure that everybody enjoyed tonight what I've heard on the radio. So it was a great race. Everybody did a great job.
All righty, good deal. Well, with having the pressure of the points off the table, I think that's going to make a difference. Real quick, loving the paint job, Black Talon Racing, Bikers Against Child Abuse, KMA Racing on it. Talk to me real quick about the paint job.
This is the new paint job that sort of tinkered around with, for our off season. So, made black and red. So, sort of painted this up, for these next 10 races, and big shout out to Lee Staples, my teammate. The two of us created this sub team under KMA. So, just sort of shaking things up a little bit for these 10 races.
Alrighty, good deal. Looking sharp, and congratulations on position 2.
Thanks, Scott.
How about it, Dave Casey?
Hey, Scott, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir. You the man.
Yeah, seems like the second half of the race, or after we made that green flag pit stop, I was ahead, and we sort of took over from there. And we took the first half of the race trying to find a line we liked. I guess from lap 65 on, I found the line that I liked, and we took it the rest of the race.
Now, we did see a lot of darkening up of the track out there tonight here at New Hampshire. How was the track kind, or was the track taking a beating with the rubber of the tires? How were the tires hanging up?
Well, I found if you saw me the first half of the race, I was going in the middle of the corner low, and that seemed to tighten it up over the long run. But after the green flag pit stop, I started going in probably in between the third and fourth groove, in between turns 1 and 2, and it really started waking the car up. And then later on in that run, I did the same thing in 3 and 4.
Alrighty, copy that. Good information. Now, how are you feeling about the trucks tomorrow?
I don't know if I'll be there yet.
Might be working, but if not, I'll be there, and I'll have to try and get a little practice in tomorrow if I can. But, trucks are fun, and if we can, we'll be out there.
All right, good job, David Casey and RL Carriers. Congratulations.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a race out here tonight. As we watch David Casey get ready to burn that track up. 2 cautions totaling out 7 laps. Boys did a great job. Had a lot of fun. Taking a quick look at our results. Dave Casey, Edward Bray, Chris Hogue, Lee Staples, Bob Eldred, Joel Guy, 1 lap down. All these drivers did a great job tonight. Bob Eldred getting it up on the wall. Smoking those tires. All right, folks. I am Scott Golovic. This is KMA TV. And we'll see you tomorrow night. And we are out of here. Good night, folks.